Hello and a very warm welcome to Bharata First. I'm Frank Rausen Pereira. This is FRP Explains. Congratulations to all the adults in the country. You are now eligible to go and get that jab. But wait, where will I get them? That's the question on every Indian adult's mind. Several people, lakhs, have downloaded the CoWIN app to try and get a slot on May 1st to get that jab. But unfortunately, CoWIN app and the CoWIN website has just turned out to be just another tool of the government to gather data, and it remains just that and nothing more than that because no slots are available. On April 19th, the central government said that it would start phase 3 of vaccination. What this means was that from May 1st, people in the category or age group of 18 to 44 could also go and get inoculated. Above 44 was already allowed in any which case. Didn't the central government know back then that we had a shortage of vaccines? Why did it go ahead and make this announcement then? Because even the health minister came out and said and praised the announcement made by the Prime Minister, saying that this was such a great step and such a great move, and this is going to ensure that more people are inoculated and we will fight the pandemic together. What about the vaccine shortages though? There are only two manufacturers of vaccines in the country, Bharat Biotech and Serum Institute of India, and they have not been able to produce enough number of vaccines. Only 2% of the country's population has been inoculated so far with both the jabs. There are few more who have got the first jab and who are still waiting desperately to get that second jab. And there are others who don't even know what the vaccine is or who haven't even seen a vaccine. So this is the state of affairs. So it seems like the central government was dangling carrots, and it was a political move to try and inform the world or try and soothe the tensions and bring down the angst and anger against the governments because of the cases, and the number of cases were rising. It's gone beyond 4 lakhs. Deaths are over 3,500 every day. The situation is really bad. Well, something had to be done because the country was angry. The country was upset. People dying. Number of cases only going up. Tests not being conducted. Something had to be done to soothe the nerves of a desperate country. And hence, the announcement was made. Today, there are no vaccinations. The state governments have clearly put up their hands and have told people not to come for the vaccinations. May 1st has come and gone, but the situation is still the same as it was on April 30th. Most of the states have said that they cannot go ahead with the vaccination drive because they just don't have them. The two manufacturers are struggling to provide the number of vaccines. A couple of months ago, we announced with great fanfare to the world that the Indian inoculation drive is going ahead as planned and is doing exceedingly well. Look at where we are today. The state governments have clearly said that they cannot do anything about the situation. The situation is so bad as far as Serum Institute of India is concerned that AstraZeneca has sent Serum Institute of India a legal notice on April 8th because they were running behind schedule and could not provide for the vaccinations. The states have turned away people who have gone for vaccinations. They have said or they have promised the people that they will get the vaccines, but no orders have been placed either with Bharat Biotech or SII, which is the Serum Institute of India. So where are these vaccines going to come from? Now here's how the vaccine distribution works. The Serum Institute of India and Bharat Biotech have a commitment to keep to the central government, which is about 50% of the vaccines need to go there and 50% will go to the states. Private hospitals and private institutes have also been given the permission now to go ahead and procure vaccinations directly from the open market from these companies. But the rules are still not very firm. It's still very vague. So even they do not know what exactly to do. The same is the situation with the states as well. There's also this issue of pricing. The central government procured the vaccines at 150 rupees a dose. The state governments will have to procure the Covishield vaccine at 400 rupees a dose, and the private hospitals will have to pay 600 rupees per dose. which makes it 1200 rupees for 2 doses. And it's not necessary that this is what the private hospitals will charge, because if we go by history, we remember during the first wave, the crazy bills and inflated figures that we saw on patients' bills from private hospitals. These hospitals now will be administering the vaccines as well, and they have said that they will follow the guidelines issued by the government. But what are the guidelines issued by the government? Nobody is clear about it, because the government has said that the hospitals need to be transparent. Apart from that, nothing specific has been said. In the past, we've seen that the central government and the state governments had to interfere and intervene with pricing, and that's when the pricing came down. So, till that time or till that happens, we possibly should be prepared to pay large sums of amount to get these vaccines. We need to get more vaccine companies, more vaccines to come to India to cover the entire populace. That is the only way. In the meantime, if the simple answer to the question, where is my vaccine, it probably hasn't even been made yet. With that, I'll call it a wrap on this edition of FRP Explains. For those of you who haven't liked this video, subscribed, or hit the bell icon, please do so now. I need your support more so than ever. There is also a contribution link for those of you who would like to come forward and make a contribution through UPI ID. If you like the content and if you feel that we should keep this content alive, you may please contribute to ensure that we go a long way. That's it from me. See you again next time.